So I think Gaza is what unveiled the truth, like within America and its affiliates. I think it unmasked them, and people are starting to discover this stuff that's been in place that you're just finding out about. I'm just surprised that you actually are just waking up to this.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be honest, I've just been like too kind of in my own world, you know? Just been too in my own world, like trying to like put out my own fires. My my trip to Gaza was really the point at which like I kind of maybe like a year or two before that was when I really started to like look into these things and look like outward from me, into society, turning like the spotlight out and seeing what's going on in the world. So, and I feel guilty about that. I feel responsible for that. I've been just too much in my own world. But it's crazy, man. I don't know. Like I was talking to my family about this last night that we like a lot of my friends, like very, well-to-do people in medicine, ophthalmologists and whatnot, talking about like how America is becoming a place that they don't want to raise their kids and they want to like move to Dubai.
That's
Dubai.
not
Dude,
better.
Dubai keeps coming up a lot, like
I
amongst
know, but
people.
it's one and the same. It's not good.
They
The same
are
people that are
Arab.
Really?
funding the stuff,
They are Arab Zionists.
Oh, really?
literally.
Dubai?
Oh, it's terrible.
So then, like, where the hell do you
You
go?
can't even
I mean,
protest there. They will arrest you. If you speak out against their government or anything pro-Palestinian rhetoric, you're gone. You're deported.
There was something that someone shared with me just earlier today. There was a
Yeah.
guy, a foreigner, who was living in UAE for 20 years, 20 years working and everything. I believe he was an engineer. And he went to a party, right? And at the party, they were serving Coke and Pepsi products. And he said, "No, I don't want that because that is a boycott item. I don't want it." Right? 2 days later, he gets fired and he gets forcefully deported. Like he has to pack up all of his shit. He's been living there for 20 years, working, an upstanding citizen, you know what I mean? Contributing to this company and contributing to the country. And in 2 days,
hmm.
gone. All because all because he refused to have Coke or Pepsi products at a party.
By the way, look up. I want you to see this. Look up historically verified examples of countries that performed false flags, false flag events, and tell me what pops up.
What was it again? Countries that
Like false flag operations. Who's performed them the most?
Germany,
Hmm. And
Soviet Union, Israel.
there you go.
So Nazi operative dressed as
Do you
Polish
see any
soldiers.
Arab countries in there with the false flag events? Do you see any African countries there?
Wait,
Do
so
you
these
Asian?
are
Nope.
basically you dress up or try to pretend like you're citizens of another nation in order to justify attacking that nation?
A false flag event?
Hmm.
No. So it's pretty much setting up a situation like, let's say, October 7, right? Let's just say it was actually
Yeah, yeah.
Israelis that
That's what I
flew
mean.
over
Yeah.
that 30-foot wall, paraglided over, and did what they did just to give Israel an excuse to annihilate
Yeah.
Gaza.
Yeah. Right, right.
That's false flagging.
Hmm.
Staging an attack, pretty much.
so the top five countries that popped up on my little search is Russia, Soviet Union, right? Nazi Germany,
Hmm.
United States came in number three, Japan came in number four, Israel number five.
For me, it was everything that you said except Indonesia was number five.
I
Okay,
didn't get
so
Israel.
Asia was in there. Okay, but no Arab countries, though. I don't see any African
No,
countries.
I don't see any Arab countries in the top 10.
It's actually kind of funny. I don't know. I mean, it's funny that all of us got Russia number one. That's, you
And
know what
I
I mean?
got Germany
I
number
got
one.
Nazi Germany.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys got Nazi Germany. That was number two for my search.
Did you search in ChatGPT?
No, I Googled it. I want a different platform, right? I want to see what you guys get versus what I get.
Yeah, my number one was Nazi Germany. Number two was Israel. With the Lavon affair, it said Israeli agents bombed Western targets in Egypt to blame local Arabs to strain Egypt-West relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just saying,
Damn, dude, they should do
false
some
flagging.
dirty.
That's
So
what I'm
so
saying. 9/11 is a false flag event.
so false
Mhm.
flag, right? Everyone here, I'm sure, has seen the video where this is probably maybe 20 years old, give or take, where you see Bibi Netanyahu sitting in our Congress and basically saying, if we take out, so and so leaders like Saddam Hussein, there will be positive reverberations throughout the Middle East, right?
Gaddafi.
Happens. Few days or a few weeks, few months later, we attack Iraq. And then he said the same thing about how Iran is, and he's been saying this bullshit for like years. They're only 3 days away from creating a nuclear bomb and da 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 da,
King
right?
of false flagging, dude.
Bro, he's said that, and it's been recorded how many times you've said it in the past like decade, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
That's considered false flag. Basically, you're feeding the world this bullshit information, right?
Get
To
them to react.
get them to react. You're pushing this propaganda
Instigating.
that's false,
Yeah.
pushing this false narrative. That way you get global support, and then you get these other countries to buy in. And then if and when you do attack, right, you will have global support. That's like the basic fundamentals of having a false flag event, you know. It's what boggles my mind is when you're, especially when you're in America or any civilized world, when we have in this day and age, you have all sorts of intelligence, modern technology, and you have all these resources and research at your hands. When someone's giving you information, why do we just react? Why not actually say, okay, listen, you're asking us to get involved in a international war potentially, right? Or support this international attack on another nation who we don't have any issues with, right? Why doesn't the administration say, okay, let us look into this before we support
React.
you or react or participate, you know? And then
Because
at
they
the end,
have allies set all. I mean, they have allyship set already, right? Like it's
They
how
had
like
they had financial incentive is what it was. They had their eyes on the prize, which was the liquid gold in Iraq.
but is that enough? Is that really enough? Like when you have, because when you do these attacks, there's always who pays the highest price. The highest price is paid by the most innocent people, the civilians, right? Those are
Always.
your casualties, and they pay the highest price for what? For greed? For oil? For
Mhm.
power? Like at what point do we hold our leadership, our administration globally, not just here in the United States? When do we hold them responsible and accountable for such atrocities? You
No one
know?
will.
I don't know, man. I think it's kind of the cycle of life, Like
We're
you
just
hold
a
them
bunch of
accountable,
in
and
line.
then you hold them accountable. Let's say you revolt, you put new people in place. I think it's just human nature. Eventually, like the greed and the hunger for like more and the hunger for power just gets to you. It's the cycle of life. I mean, look at what the Quran says, right? Go all the way back to the time of the pharaohs. This has happened, right? In one form of an or another. It's a cycle. So I don't know if I don't know if the question you're asking has an answer because it's just how the world has always been. What is our role in this cycle? I think that is what I'm curious about. Where are
calling
we
it
in the cycle and what's our role?
calling it out and trying to change it. I mean, what else can we do? We're not as powerful as, I mean, we don't have the money that they have.
I don't believe that. I don't
I don't
believe
believe
that.
that either.
You talk
We got
about
money.
power. We'll see
Yeah.
We have
power.
power in people, in
We will
numbers,
we will
but
see
not.
power on Tuesday. Zoran Mamdani is power.
Yes. Yes.
Zoran Mamdani is
He's
power.
got it. He's got
You
it. And if
got
he
you got
doesn't,
millions of dollars being
yeah,
poured by billionaires to bring him
true.
down,
He will win. But if
and
he
you can't bring
doesn't,
him down.
it's rigged. If he doesn't win,
Oh
it's
yeah,
100% rigged.
if he doesn't win, it's gonna be a revolution.
Yeah,
Like
because
he's
it's
gonna,
rigged. Then people will know this is a freaking rigged system.
yeah.
He's got it in the bag.
So if he can do it, then
True.
it powers others to do it as well, right? So I don't. I think we do have the power. It's collective power. Like he did a really good job of mobilizing the power, right, of the common people.
So I think you
Um,
got to convince people, right? You have
yeah,
to have them believe that this is what's happening. And so a lot of people don't know. A lot of people still don't even know about like the 9/11 conspiracies, although I don't consider it a conspiracy, but there's a lot of people that don't know about what's happening in Palestine and in Sudan and whatever. So you have to just open up their eyes and let them see. And once they see the truth, I think people will stand together and take action.
See, we definitely, as a Muslim Ummah, we have money. 100% we have money. And typically with money comes power, right? but what we lack, I think, is that unity, right? Because what the Western media or Western mentality has done to the Arab nations or the
Yeah.
Muslim nations is that they've made them believe that, oh, that situation in Gaza, that's a Palestinian problem. Oh, the situation in Sudan, that's their problem, right? That's not a Muslim problem. Which is, you know what? To some degree, okay, let's separate religion
It's
from.
not, I was gonna say there are Palestinian Christians.
No, no,
Lots.
no. I know. But that's what I'm saying. But let's just assume you separate the religion from the politics. Okay, fine. Let's get rid of that. But then why we're still all human. We're still all human. We should be able to, on the basic fundamentals of being human, be able to intervene and do what's right.
But
But that
everyone's afraid because they don't want to get deported or jailed, or so they don't want to speak out.
So last night I was down by Rutgers University at a community center. I was doing a thing, and after we were done, some people came to me, and these were educated individuals, people who had money, and some of them said, "Bro, weren't you afraid like of dying or getting arrested or whatever?" I said, "Brother, we're all Muslim. We're all here, and if we proclaim this faith that nothing determines our outcome or what happens in our life except for Allah, then you put your faith in Allah and you just do what you got to do, you know? And that's something that I think as a community we've forgotten. We've forgotten the strength of taqwa, the strength of iman. And we have let this societal influence, societal fear influence our behaviors. Oh, we're gonna get deported. We're not gonna have a place to live. We're not gonna have this. We're not gonna have my manager, just she's Jamaican. This thing that happened in Jamaica recently where the entire island got leveled out. So if you see the before and after footage of this carnage, it actually of this weather storm, it actually looks like an aerial view of Gaza, like trees,
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's terrible. So she has a few brothers there, and one she could not locate until he finally was able to contact her and say, "Hey, I'm alive." So he's living out in his car and he's stressing, and she's like, "Oh my God, thank God he's alive." But he's stressing. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what to do. I said, tell him to count his blessings that he's not in Gaza. He's gonna be okay, right? And then she knows that I've been to Gaza, and she knows that the things that I've seen, I've told her, I've shared with her, and she's like, you know what, you're right. I said, tell him he's gonna be okay. He's living in a car. He's not exposed to the elements. Granted, it's not the most convenient, but he's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? So I think it's really is a matter of perspective, man. Like we've become so used to our privileges that we believe that this is what normal life looks like. We don't know what hardship is. We don't know what it's like to walk the streets barefoot or having to take a crap in an outhouse. We turn the light on, we turn the switch, lights turn on. We turn the dial, the AC turns on or the heat turns on. You know what I mean?
mhm.
We turn the spout, you got water coming out, you know?
I'm looking at the images now.
Oh,
Pretty bad. Yeah, man.
bro, there was reported, so certain areas got 25 inches of water, other areas got almost 40 plus inches of water.
Damn.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Sad. I know. But it's one thing when it's man-made versus,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
That's the difference in that too. Also, they will get aid. They will get
Yeah,
support, worldwide support. A lot of
absolutely.
people will be throwing money their direction to rebuild. But like Gaza is so different.
Hey, so one of the things that was on the agenda,
Oh,
right?
the AI, by the way, the drones.
Explain that to me.
So for me, okay, when I was there during the pseudo ceasefire in the end of February into beginning of March, every day, all day, there were drones, right? The ones that shoot.
Mhm.
So it sounds like machine guns, but like every couple of days, it would change in pitch. Like it was like they were trying new technology. Like you would hear the pitch go up and down. I can play it on my phone, the different pitches, but like it'd be like one day, right? And then the next day, or like 2 days later, it would be like like it was like weird. Like it was like different pitches every other day. It was like they were trying new technology with these assault drones. So also like just drones in general, the ones in Gaza, the ones that are always just like buzzing
Mhm.
overhead, they actually recently I had seen this thing about in DC, they had helicopters flying for like days. And it was just really loud and obnoxious. And the people were feeling, the DC residents were feeling terrorized by that sound. And it
Wow.
just took me back to the drones in Gaza. I was like, wow, like really Gaza is a sim lab, dude. They're really, it's a simulation. And everything that they're doing there, they're going to implement here. So I was just like, whoa, this AI thing is not a joke.
Well, how is that exactly AI?
Like
Because
it's a sim. Like they're trying things that find their helicopters. So they said, I don't know. I didn't see that it was a helicopter. Who knows what it was? Maybe they assumed it was helicopters.
right.
But like I doubt helicopters would be flying overhead for that long and that loud, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it was drones.
Yeah, but drones are controlled. They're not necessarily AI. They're controlled by individuals.
I mean,
Aren't
they
they?
could be. They
They
could
could
be.
be AI technology drones too.
Yeah, I didn't
I
know
think
about
so. Look it up. I don't know. Fact
Yeah,
check.
yeah. I mean, they have like, they have AI robots. Surely they can have AI drones.
So I actually wanted to finish the thing you were saying earlier, Shazad, but you were talking about how your experience and your role that you played in Gaza, how did you connect that to 9/11? That's you were saying something and then we kind of like went off on a tangent.
I guess it really came down to Israel, right? To Israel's. I guess it's just now hitting me, and I'm just fascinated by like the intersection of religion and politics in this whole conversation, right? But it's just now hitting me like how much influence Israel has had on America, and all like for what? Like how can a foreign nation have that much influence over this country, right? It can't be that, hey, look, like we're your only allies here in the Middle East, okay? We're surrounded by terrorist people and we're all you got, so, work with us. That's not enough. Like it comes down to religion, it just comes down, it's like, hey, we are the chosen people, and if you want to go to heaven, you go through us. That's really the level of brainwashing that I feel like that nation has done to the American people. So I don't know. I was just thinking about that. And like when you mix religion and politics, you can get people to believe anything. You can have as much influence as you want on a group of people. And there's just a connection there between what they're doing in Gaza, and it's like in Gaza, they are sort of like torturing people literally,
Hmm.
right? In America, it's psychological,
Yeah.
but it's done by the same oppressive force. So it's just very interesting how much influence they have. And it's all in the name of religion, dude. It's all in the name of religion. Like I'm telling you, when you tell somebody that, hey, I am your bridge if you want salvation, nothing else matters. People believe you if you're good at it.
But if it's all about religion, I don't understand why they make our presidents put on a yarmulke and go to the Wailing Wall. Like, what's that about?
Because like it's this like false understanding of like, hey, like you and I, like we're kind of the same. And as a matter of fact, like if you do this, like
But we never,
we'll
like,
make sure you get in.
I've never
It's
seen the president go into a mosque and like mimic like prayer,
because
like prostrating.
It's because a
because we
majority
have
of
nothing
Muslim
to
vote is
we
brown.
have nothing to offer them. We can't we can't convince them that if you do this, you're good. Like we're part of the same faith, right? We have nothing to offer them. But
You know the
the
most aggravating thing? I'm gonna tell you guys what's the most fucking
Well,
aggravating.
you don't agree with that, Lana?
No, I think we have a lot of money, like you guys said earlier. I think that
Money.
there's a lot of
But
money and power.
what I'm saying is like I don't think it's all money and power, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't think it's all money and power.
Bro, it's this right here. It's
What's
this.
what's
The
that?
color of your skin. They don't see,
Well, but Israelis are brown too, dude.
No.
they're not, right? Israelis are Europeans. Jewish
Bro, Shaz knows nothing.
Jewish people are brown, shades of
yeah,
brown.
yeah, right. That
Yes.
But
But
the
the
ones
ones
who
that
came
are in
from Germany
power,
and Poland
look at Bibi
and
Netanyahu
New
and look at his
Jersey.
entire fucking cabinet.
Yes, correct. Yeah, you're right. I guess that's not who I'm talking about. So you're saying that
You're talking about the authentic ones, like the small percentage of like the
Well,
actual authentic
so
Jews.
like you're saying that like that they will not, you know, get in bed with like MBS, Mohammed bin Salman,
No,
to the same extent that they will with like Bibi Netanyahu
no,
because of the color of his skin. Is that what you're saying?
100%,
Hmm.
100%.
I have a question.
How many?
Freemasons, are Freemasons all white or can they be, oh, they're not. Okay, they can be different.
Yeah, Mason's a whole different animal. We'll get into that some other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like the Freemason, their head Mason temple is in Philly. Oh no, wait, those are the Moors. I think I might be getting them mixed up. I'm not too sure.
Oh,
There is a head temple for one of these guys. Are the Masons the one that wear the red hats, or those are the Moors? Those are the Moors.
yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
no, I'm getting it mixed up.
Freemasons, not a religion. Like
I don't know what
they're not.
Freemasons is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I know I've heard of them. I'm not too sure.
Don't
How
they have
they-
like that G little like Masonic
yeah,
sign
that's
thing?
Yes.
yeah. But listen, going back to what you were saying, right, Shazad? The United States and Saudi Arabia have had a pretty good relationship for years, right? How many times has Donald Trump been to Saudi Arabia? Plenty of times. Saudi Arabia has gifted him, things of gold, right? When was the last time you saw Donald
Plenty.
Trump? When was the last time you saw Donald Trump make sujood?
So you think it's because they just look white, so he gets along with them more?
1,000%.
That is so it's just so like superficial, man. It's
Okay,
just
okay,
like
hold on, wait,
what?
wait.
I mean, I'm not you might be right, but it's like
I can back
too.
it up. I can back it up. Okay, I can back it up. For example, you have ICE right now that's out there rounding up immigrants, right? Predominantly, the immigrants that are being rounded up and removed are whom? Brown people.
Yeah.
There
And
are,
Trump said they can just look it, if they speak it, if anything, like you can just snatch them up.
yeah. And some of these brown people that are being picked up speak English. They've been in the States for forever. They're born here. They just happen to be brown,
Hmm.
right? But then you have undocumented white people running around all over New York City. They don't even get a second look. They can walk around freely, do whatever the hell they want to.
Yeah, it's a form of supremacy. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. There, he is like, I mean, I knew he's, you know, he's bigoted and racist. I mean, that's not a, but I just wonder like where religion comes into play here,
He tolerates
if at all.
he tolerates the brown Arabs, UAE, Qatar, Saudi Arabia.
For the
Why?
money.
For
Money.
the money, for the planes, for
Mhm.
the rights to have Air Force bases in their countries. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Come on. You can't deny the facts. The facts are there.
Yeah, no, I agree with all of that.
It sounds fucked up to say, which is why I think you're having a hard time swallowing this, right? To say that a certain human being can be so full of hate and anger and racism and be the leader of the free world. I get it. Okay. Bro,
So then maybe he didn't give a fuck about the religion.
no, he
It might
probably
be a racial hierarchy. It could be.
Maybe it has nothing to do with the fact that
I,
like, you know, maybe it's like, okay, I gotta put on this little hat and like, you know, kiss your wall,
yeah,
whatever. Like
I highly believe. I highly doubt that these people believe in a higher power. I mean, these are the same people that visited Epstein's Island.
I think that's what I have a hard time with. I think that's what I'm having a hard time. Like,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I
like,
don't think they're God fearing. These
how
pedophiles.
can you not believe in something? Like, even if it's a shitty God, even if it's like a
That
vicious,
makes
like
no sense, right? It's
something
like you go to
bigger
a
than
restaurant.
you.
Yeah, somebody had once told me, like, you go to a restaurant and you get this meal served to you, right? Who made that meal? There's a chef cooking somewhere, right? Like, I don't understand how people don't believe in a higher power because I'm like, well, then where's the chef? How did this just come about, right? There was
Yeah, that's what it
Big
is for
Bang
me.
Theory, which is, I think, in the Quran too, right?
Because if they don't, then that means like they're just like they think they're manipulating God,
they don't
right?
believe in God. They believe this is it. They believe this is their final and only
I
opportunity.
know, but what I'm saying is if someone else believes in a God, right?
Yeah.
And they invite you over and they say, "Hey, this is like what our faith teaches us," you know, and then he kisses the wall or whatever. Like the fact that someone can just like play the game when it comes to God is fucking shocking. It's terrifying. Like that human should not be in charge of the free world, right? Or anything. Or like it's just it's like it's this crazy world, crazy reality that we live in that just doesn't make sense to me and it's scary. That's all.
Agreed. Agreed. I don't think that these people have a religion. I don't think that they're God fearing. I think the religion is a satanic one. If they do have one, that's who they're worshiping. And that's whose orders they're following. The baby
Hmm.
killing, blood drinking, whatever cult, pedophilia cult that they have is the religion they follow.
See, like,
SubhanAllah, man. Like how corrupt can a human being get?
It's
uh,
crazy,
Like
right?
you have the best of them and then you have the worst of them.
It's
And
just
God and
wild.
God created both.
Like, how do you get
Like
wired like that? Oh, it's crazy. Thank God we weren't wired that way.
bro, you took the words right out of my mouth. I thank Allah every day for giving us the deen, giving us the ability to decipher the truth from falsehood and to keep us on the right path, you know?
yeah,
And
dude. I think it's sorry. I think for me it's like like I gotta say this, I gotta leave, but it's like perspective, dude. Like I'm in so much stress, like with all this stuff going on, and there's all this crap going on in the world. But like, at least, like I believe, at least I like have that to go, like to hang my hat on. If I have nothing, if I lose it all, and it comes back to the Gazan people, that's what they have, right? They've literally lost it all. So they have that one thing that if you have it, you're
No one
different. You're
can.
different. You're
Yeah,
separated from the rest.
yeah.
And I'm just so lucky that I can even like, can I say that? That like I'm one of them? Like, can I even say that? Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know if we're one of them.
I'm
I
such a
wish.
sinner, but
I
like,
wish we were one of them. But I think, yeah, you're lucky that you got to bear witness to it and then implement that into your life and your new outlook in life.
I think
That's
we
for
can say
sure.
that we're one of them. I mean, we're believers.
Yeah,
There's
for
three kinds of
sure.
people, right? Believers, non-believers, and hypocrites.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But I mean, I think witnessing it in the flesh just strengthened that for us.
Hmm. Hmm.
For sure. Because yeah, they literally have nothing. There's no class there now. There's no low class, middle class, high class. There's no like everyone is homeless. Everyone's on the same level. It's like literal judgment day there. It looks like it's just it's all black and white. It's no there's no color to the country anymore. It looks like you're watching an old film. And these people are still hopeful and they still joke and whatever, but it's because their belief in God. They're like, this life is not for us. It's the afterlife that's for us. It's all good. Like whatever happens is from God, and that's great. We accept it. Wow. I mean, I know here it would be we would not be reacting as well. I think. I mean, maybe us personally, we might be a little different now since we got to bear witness to that, and then we can mimic that now. But before that, I don't know that I would act like them. If I was in
you
their situation here in America, I'd probably be suicidal. I'd be like, let me step in front of the first bomb I see coming from the sky. Like, I don't want to live through this.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I know, Lana, I know you definitely do, but Shez, do you keep in contact with anyone from Gaza?
Hmm.
You do?
Yeah, a couple of the OR nurses.
A couple of the R nurses. Have you both spoken to any of them recently? And have they said
Every
anything to
day.
Yeah, I actually reached out to them like in the last like 2 weeks, and they always said the same thing. They're like, "Oh, we're well, we're okay." Like, what do you need? What do you want? Like anything. Like, and it's like, "Oh, we're good, we're good. Pray for us."
Yeah. Yeah. Every time they ask me how I'm doing. And if I go a day without contacting them, they always are like, hey, like sometimes, I'm busy also with my life here. And some days I'll go like, 3 days without like checking in. And they will check in on me and be like, hey, how are you? Are you okay? Is everything okay? Like you haven't checked in on us. And I'm like, God, don't ever ask me like if I'm okay. When you're in the situation that you're in, I should be the one asking you guys how you're doing. I feel so weird when they ask me how I am doing. I'm like, I'm well. And I hate saying that I'm well because I feel like it's rubbing it in their face. Like, I'm great. I'm good. I have a house. I have a bed. I have air conditioning and I have a heater. And you know what I mean? But I talk to them nearly every day. They say the same thing all the time. Like, yeah, we're well. Alhamdulillah. Thank God. Praise God. Like we're well, but they're not. I mean, they like there are some that ask me for money from time to time. They're like, our tent is destroyed. We need a tent. Or hey, there's chicken in the market now, and it's really expensive. And we really just want chicken. Can you help us? Like financially get that. So I get that, those requests, but not usually. Or like they'll ask, like, hey, do you know anyone that's coming because we really need a power bank
Mm.
or we need a cell phone
Yeah.
or, things like that.
So I want to share with you guys a story. So I have a friend, he's a nurse at Al Aqsa in the ER. His name is Saeed, right? So Nurse Saeed, he is a nurse from the north and he got displaced, and that's why he ended up working at Al Aqsa where I met him. While he was in the north, he was actually picked up, he was arrested at one point, and he was taken to Sidi Taman, which is
Oh, the
notorious
worst.
for torturing the Palestinian hostages. He was abused verbally, physically, and even sexually, right? When I first met him, the guy, he speaks English. He knows I don't speak English, and he would always go out of his way to make people like me feel welcome. And naturally, we became good friends. And he was a funny dude. He was a funny dude. Actually, even he'll tell me like, not allowing us talking about the chicken. He'll text me every once in a while before the chicken came back in the market. He would say, I miss you so much, bro. I miss you so much, like I miss chicken. You know what I mean? So like he had a great sense
Mm,
of humor and everything. Long story short, a few months ago, after I came back from Gaza, he started getting text messages on his phone from the Israeli forces. And they were basically threatening him and his life and this, that, and the other thing. And he told them all to fuck off and go to hell, right? And he turned his phone
mm,
off and he would start sleeping at the beach just in case, they were to attack him. He would be by himself and his family wouldn't be affected. A few days go by, I didn't hear from him. I was texting him. He finally texted me back. He's saying, yeah, man, I turned my phone off and and then they started texting my wife and threatening her. And basically, they wanted him to work as a spy, right? And they said, if you don't work as a spy, we're going to kill you and kill your family. He said, his response was, kill me and bomb me. I don't care, right? I said, bro, are you nuts? Why would you just say you don't care? Just whatever, man. Just don't respond or nothing like that. And then he tells me, Zahid, don't worry, bro. He goes, if they kill me, I will become Shaheed. They don't know that they are threatening me with what I wish.
Mm-hmm.
If that's not next level faith, bro, I don't know what.
mm.
I have never in my life, never in my, I mean, just saying the story, I'm getting goosebumps all over myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is a guy that had he not shared this side of his life and this experiences where he was arrested and whatever, I'd have never known because he was such a comical guy. He was such a fun guy.
I don't know how they can be like that after all that's
I would
happened.
lose my shit.
That's crazy.
I would need to be
That's
on some sort of like downers, uppers, some
yeah.
shit, smoking weed, taking some freaking benzodiazepine, something, bro. Antidepressants. What?
100%. My
See
rage,
that
I think my rage would be the thing that you would need to control after that.
that statement though, bro, like what they're threatening me with is what I wish.
Bro, like
Bring it
it's
on. Bring it on. Bring
for
anything
real,
on.
bro.
That's a person of faith.
Bro,
Um,
the iman, the level of taqwa that these people have, man, it's just unbelievable. It's something I wish I can attain, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's ever
I
gonna
feel
happen.
guilty though, bro, because I don't even pray.
Oh no, bro, you got to get on that, son. You got to get on that. I'm telling you, that's one thing that I've
Like,
gotten better
how
with.
the fuck are you supposed to have faith when you don't even pray? You know, it's just been so crazy, dude. Like,
Habibi.
there's no excuse. There's no excuse, but I just feel so guilty about it. You know,
No, but listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, the office you're sitting in, the building you're sitting in, everything that you're getting done, it's not done by you. It's not,
absolutely not.
right? All you need to do is do what the people in Gaza do. Behind every chair, you see a sajada, right? You have room in your office.
But that's
Mo-
awesome. Actually, you have your own office now. So you're the boss. And like you can take the 5 minutes out to
You
pray.
can say, hey, listen,
100%. There's no excuse now.
Now you have no excuse. Yeah. Like
you
when
can,
you're in the hospital setting, it's a little bit more difficult. I can't in the middle of scrubbing surgery be like, hey, can
yeah,
I
yeah,
get
no, no, it's understandable. It's understandable. You know what I mean? But when you're the dog, the big dog, and you got your own office and you got your own fucking client list and whatever, you can tell them, listen, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Give them a cup of coffee, tell them shut the fuck up. come back. I mean, you go to your office, you make your salah, you come right back, bro. Allah will put barakah in everything you do, because you're turning to Him, and that is your way of thanking Allah for all of your success, bro. At the end of the day, when we all die, no one, Allah will never care who's a doctor, who's a nurse, who's an engineer, who is homeless, who is a garbage man, right? Who dealt drugs, who was a mass murderer. Allah doesn't care about that. He's going to care. Did you worship me? That's all. That was our only job when He created us,
Yep.
right? When Allah Ta'ala created Adam and Eve, He said, worship me, stay the fuck away from that tree. And they went outside, they went to the goddamn tree and fucked us all up, right? When Allah Ta'ala created Adam and He created all the angels, He told Iblis only one thing I'm asking you to do is to bow to this guy. And Iblis said, I'm not going to bow to this guy. And what happened? He got shunned to hell. That's the only thing Allah wants. He doesn't need our money. He doesn't.